fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. How are you guys? We are into a brand new year, and so I wanted to do this reading for you guys and focusing on who is thinking of you. I will timestamp these down below because I'm breaking it up into a divine feminine section as well as a divine masculine section. All right, so feel free to go to whatever section you want, or you can watch the whole thing. Okay, general advice as always, fire signs, so please do keep that in mind throughout and take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. All right, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for a fire sign. So again, we're going to start off with the divine feminine messages. Who is thinking of you? And then we'll go ahead and tap into the overall energy of the connection. All right, here we go. I'm pulling from my modern day SEER'S Tarot and Oracle deck, guys. So it could also include new Oracle messages in addition to what we normally see from any tarot deck. All right, here we go. Fire signs, divine feminine, who's thinking of you? We've got Leo. You could both be Leo. You could both be fire signs. Okay. Who's thinking of you? We do have the Knight of Wands coming through, guys. Okay. So we've got fire for sure coming through. You guys could both be fire signs, or again, you could be cross-watching for a fire sign. All right, let's see what else. Who is thinking of you? We have Aquarius. Okay, let's grab another. Who is thinking of you, divine feminine? We have the Page of Pentacles coming through. So some of you guys might be focused on an earth sign. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. I feel like grabbing one more. Who is thinking of you, divine feminine? All right, so this is one of the new court cards. So Duke of Earth. So we do have earth representation. So divine masculine could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so let's go ahead and see now. What is the energy tapped into the connection? Now, sometimes the Knight of Wands, yes, they could be very attractive. They could be flirtatious. They could tend to do things impulsively. Sometimes they can be, you know, in and out of your life. Sometimes they have commitment issues. So we'll see how that comes out here. And Duke of Earth representing someone who's a good listener. So this person loves a good conversation. They're very sociable. They have their act together. This is someone who's not only attractive on the outside, but the inside as well. They're easy to get along with. They're down to earth. Never a dull moment in the conversation. They'll make you laugh, have a great sense of humor. I feel this is someone who's quite established, you know. So let's take a look at the vibe. Ooh, okay, so we do have distance, door closed, left, gone. Okay, so this is a relationship more than likely that is at a distance. You guys are in separation, but interestingly enough, if your person's energy is coming through any of these cards, it seems that they're still thinking about you, even though this is a supposed closed door. We'll see. All right, let's see what else. What's the overall energy for fire signs, divine feminine? We have signs. Okay. Angel numbers. It could also be animals, spirit animals. You could be seeing or getting particular downloads and messages. When it comes to your masculine here. Okay. Give me another card for divine feminine fire signs. This kind of makes sense for me. Okay, mental fog, you know, mental blocks, confusion, ailments. For some of you guys, your masculine either gave you mixed signals and it confused you, divine feminine, as to what they wanted, what their intentions were, or maybe because you either haven't interacted or connected in a very long time in 3D, they just don't know where they stand, you know. Bottom of the deck, though, we have past, memories, nostalgic connections. For sure, this is a masculine who is thinking about you, Divine Feminine. So let's grab some tarot and see what else we can learn when it comes to the two of you. Well, they are focused on reviving the partnership. They want a reunion with you. They still do feel connected, even though there is this confusion going on. But they could have also created that confusion. I feel for some of my feminines, it could have been your masculine that gave you mixed signals. If you relate to this one, your masculine could also represent a twin flame. So even though they're gone, you're gone, you know, you're not in each other's lives, there's still this lingering energy because of that strong bond. We've got the Ace of Wands. I feel that this is a masculine. If they could, they would want to try again. They would want to start over. But there's definitely some issue here. Maybe there are other people in the picture. That doesn't necessarily equate to a third party unless that's what actually happened between you and your masculine. Part of the conflict here might be maybe Divine Feminine, you've already moved on to another relationship. Maybe at this point you're interested in someone else, but you might have a masculine who's a past love that is still thinking of you. Clearly they are. Two of Cups, look at that. Yeah, this is a masculine wanting to show up here to let you know that they still love you. That doesn't mean that they were perfect in the relationship. I feel they did their fair share of damaging the connection, whether through infidelity or whatever else happened. Maybe they just had commitment issues. Maybe it didn't even have anything to do with an extra person. I feel for some of you, though, that was the problem. You know, maybe this masculine was torn between you and somebody else. Let's see what else. Ten of Cups. This is a part of their focus at this point in time. You guys might have even talked about that. You know, long-term commitment. Let's share our lives together forever. And something happened that created a separation. Something happened here that either you decided, Divine Feminine, to distance yourself from your masculine, or it could have been an unawakened masculine who decided to close the door on the relationship because either they felt the grass was greener on the other side, maybe they were interested in somebody else, or they could have been torn and made a decision that they now regret. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Scorpio here, but this is coming through because something needed to change. So I feel the separation was almost like a divine intervention from the universe to create distance and time apart for the two of you. It was a necessary parting of the ways in order to create some sort of change, either on your part, Divine Feminine, or the masculine as well, or there was just something about the relationship that if it would have continued, somebody would have definitely gotten hurt. I feel you got hurt regardless, but I think it would have been way worse. And I feel during this time apart, it really gave you both the opportunity to work on yourselves, to be able to, you know, tap into that metamorphosis that the Death card is known for, because profound change was needed here. Five of Cups, that's where your masculine is right now. They're lonely without you, but I feel that they had their own issues coming into this, and that contributed to why they maybe gave you mixed signals. But there's a shift, okay? So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel the Seven of Swords coming through here. That was an old narrative for the two of you. And I'm really feeling here that a masculine is wanting to come through in this reading to let you know, Divine Feminine, that they're not that person. They've changed. Maybe it's been a long time. And they've grown up. You know, they know what it's like to have maybe been on the receiving end of that type of betrayal or pain, and why you decided to leave the relationship. But if you are at least willing to give this relationship a second opportunity, a second chance, I feel the masculine is really wanting to prove to you that their intentions are pure, that their commitment is solid, you know, that this is something that they're wanting to build with you. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Cups. And so I feel maybe during this time apart, you both worked on filling your own cup, you know, focusing on self-love. And I feel that there certainly is the opportunity for a new beginning here. So we're into a brand new year, as I mentioned, and I feel for those of you who are wanting this, there's the opportunity for a fresh start. All right, so that's what I'm getting on behalf of the masculine. So if you're interested in watching the second part of this reading, we'll be taking a look at the energy from the divine masculine standpoint. All right, so let's grab some insight for that. So divine masculine, who is thinking of you? Who's thinking of you at this point in time? All right, let's see. Who is thinking of you? The Baroness of Earth, okay, representing divine feminine, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, what else? We also have Gemini, okay. And then we have the Baroness of Air, also representing air signs, divine feminine. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Let's grab maybe a couple more here. We have the Queen of Swords coming through. All right, let's see. Let's see what else, divine masculine. And we have the Lovers. So there's something coming through specifically and pretty strongly when it comes to Gemini. The Lovers card represents that as well. And again, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It does not have to be sun sign representation. So let me go over this a minute. We've got the Baroness of Earth and the Baroness of Air coming through, which are not common court cards that come through in a reading, but I'm using my deck that has them. So the Baroness of Earth, very kind person, not afraid to put in the work in a relationship. You know, the Baroness of Earth may not be the most, what's the word? The most extravagant person walking in the door, but they tend to be more of a plain Jane type dresser, okay? Budget conscious, they keep their home clean, they don't want to rock the boat, family is everything to this person, very supportive spouse, you know, very caring, doting parent. So that's the energy of the Baroness of Earth. We have the Baroness of Air, again, representing divine feminine air signs. So this is a feminine divine masculine that has her act together, not only personally, but professionally as well. You know, she could be referred to as a boss lady, an entrepreneur. She's fun-loving. She's a sensual person. She's intelligent. She's sassy. She loves a good conversation. She's faithful. She's lenient. She can be the woman of the house, you know, the life of the party. And of course, Queen of Swords is a badass, honest, truthful, protective, independent, unbiased judgment, definitely setting up clear boundaries where needed, direct communication, constructive criticism, could be a single mother as well. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight focusing on your connection with your feminine divine masculine. All right, so the Lovers card represents a choice, though. So maybe this is a feminine that decided to do something, take some sort of action when it came to the partnership. All right, let's see. Look at that. The attraction certainly is there. So sexual attraction could certainly have been pretty intense between the two of you. You found your feminine to definitely be very attractive, a beautiful person. But for some of you guys, this could be a secret admirer, okay? Maybe you're watching this and you're not with anyone right now. You could have a feminine, perhaps, who is really interested, but from a distance. Let's see what else. What else for divine masculines, fire signs? Remorse, shame, ownership, okay? Someone's feeling guilty here, and of course that could be the feminine or it could be the masculine. Somebody regrets something that happened in this partnership. And sometimes the Lover's card can represent third parties. We have observant, watching, contemplative, paying attention. So Divine Masculine, you know, you might not be with your feminine, but perhaps we have a feminine who still has, you know, or keeping tabs on you here. Let's grab some tarot. It could also be you, Divine Masculine, that's keeping tabs on your feminine. This could be happening maybe on social media. You could be asking about her, perhaps. All right, let's grab some tarot. Yeah, this could have been a situation that hurt you both. There could have been infidelity here, possibly a love triangle. But your feminine is thinking of you, though. You do cross her mind, Divine Masculine, but this could also be an indication, if it's reversed, it could be that you're feeling guilty about something that you either said or did. If it had something to do with a third-party situation, I feel that created some major drama here for some of you. But I am getting here that you guys still think about one another. For now, anyway, it's not moving. We do have the stalemate here. So there's no progress at this point in time. Knight of Wands. So Divine Masculine, again, take this if it makes sense. There could have been commitment issues on your part. Maybe you couldn't decide what you wanted with your feminine, and therefore you might have decided to, you know, leave the relationship. You could have been undecisive. You could have been in and out of her life. Knight of Wands, of course, can sometimes be in player mode. So if you relate to that, take it. But if not, I feel that, you know, things were just on and off between you and your feminine. And it could have been the feminine that decided, you know what, I can't do this. It hurts too much to experience the lows, the downs in the partnership. And so I'm kind of feeling that we have a feminine here who tapped into that Queen of Swords energy and decided to maybe cut things off. Your Divine Feminine is showing up as the Empress, and I feel, Divine Masculines, you see her as this beautiful, amazing person that you really do want to share a life with. Now, some of you guys could have been married. Some of you guys could have already shared a family with your feminine. But if you relate to this, she's coming through possibly with a broken heart. That could explain why there's not a whole lot going on between the two of you. A choice was made here, and part of that choice might have been coming from either a deceptive place, or it could have been lies, it could have been betrayals of some sort that happened here. We do have the Devil, okay? So you couple that up with the Knight of Wands, and I feel for some of my masculines, again, if you relate to this, you could have had temptations that took you in a whole different direction away from your feminine. And that probably did result in the end of the partnership here. But, you know, the blessing in disguise when you do see a death card in a reading is that it's not meant to stay where it is. Change has to happen. It's a part of moving forward. It's a part of the growth from the energy of that card, that metamorphosis that will eventually create a transformation either in your life, in your feminine's life, or the relationship itself. Because sometimes the death card can also transition from an ending to a new chapter, a new beginning. And this time of year is certainly the best time to be able to welcome in that fresh, new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles. So if this is something that you relate to, Divine Masculine, then I feel your intentions are really good as far as wanting to rebuild something with your feminine. Because Ace of Pentacles, prosperity and abundance, it comes in many, many forms, and it could certainly include a solid offer of commitment from you, letting us know that the stability in the relationship is there, or it can be certainly reestablished. That is what I'm getting there. So for some of you anyway, there is the possibility of having a fresh start this year, And for some, it might need a little bit more time to heal. But I feel for those of you who are at least open to it, there might have been decisions in the past that were not the best. But I feel along with this fresh new vibe that's coming forward in this new year, there could also be the opportunity to make better decisions to help you guys build a much stronger foundation in your relationship moving forward. So that is what I have, guys. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll, of course, link all of the decks that you see here down below as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.